I'm Jo Crane. I'm a consultant community paediatrician from Portsmouth. I'm making a few videos on aggression. I'm going to talk about some different scenarios because I was just trying to think of ways of presenting this. So one thing that struck me was siblings fighting. So they've both, you've heard the noise going on in the other room. Firstly, one I would suggest that actually is don't leave them to try and sort it out for themselves. They have got immature brains. The way they sort it out is by both of their cortisols flying, and whoever hits the hardest wins. And what you're trying to do is grow brains that actually can start to learn to share. Sharing is not always a natural skill, and certainly not for your kid, because if it was, you wouldn't probably be watching this video. So actually, if you start to hear the noise, do go in, so that if you've got their lids like this, you can see if you can capture. A real key thing to do is 2 words, and that is what's happening or what's happened. And how you say those words is totally key to how your kids will continue from there. Because you can go in and go, what's happening? And what you do there is that your kids' downstairs brains hear this tone of voice, get more cortisol and either keep shouting or might go get more cortisol and go into freeze because I'm in trouble. What you've got there though is both their lids really up, and so actually they can't learn about the process. If you go in, actually try not to be judgmental, but we all are. I know it's really hard, especially when your kids are screaming and they're making you do this. But actually, if you're hearing it starting, when you go in, that tone of voice and how your face looks is so key. You say, what's happening? And that is so different because that immediately makes them feel that they are not in trouble, and that immediately stops them, but for a different reason. You are their protective factor. When you are there and you are kind, your responses produce oxytocin in their brain. Now, they're not allowed to stay fighting. I'm not saying that. But if you say, what happened? You look, name it, tame it. You both look really cross. Or you both look really angry. What happened? And that's a really different way to starting that conversation and to try and get them. It might be they don't listen to you and they're still scrapping, and it is really difficult. But actually to try and persevere, one is trying to get in before they start that scrap is really key. But actually if you go in, trying not to shout is key, because when their lids are up, they don't really listen to your words. It's all the non-verbals that they listen to. So if you stay calm, if you stay kind, their downstairs brains will learn, actually this isn't as awful, this isn't as big a threat as I thought it was. And then they will learn to actually manage their cortisol. Okay, I'm going to stop because I'm on 3 minutes 20 and that was far longer than I expected. Thank you very much for listening. I really hope it's of some use for you, and I'll continue with some more videos. Thank you.